So by now it's been said a million times that how PvP orientated the DMZ lobbies have become, it might as well just be another mode of Warzone. So it's no surprise that I've had a fair few people reaching out for help with Serpentine Camo. So a viewer from the east coast of the US, Big Lion, reached out for help, and this had a really heartwarming backstory. Now Big Lion had always played Call of Duty campaigns, but his son Sidedog got him into playing online, and they both started playing DMZ together. They even had their own run at doing Serpentine, but unfortunately on the final step they went down to the bots at Sire. Another team came along and looted the gear. So in today's one we're going to jump in and we're going to help this father and son duo get Serpentine Camo. So to get our journey started we made a quick trip to Vondel so that we could go to the bridge stash, get the gold skull and everything else we needed to craft a secure bag so that we could collect the items to get the camo. So we got this Saeed city spawn, which is quite good. We made our way to our bike and we made our way through the centre of the island to the Rohan oil entrance. Once we got into the Koshi complex, we just looted around for what we needed, got out of our entrance point and then made our way to the Alpha cluster. In the Alpha cluster, we went into the locked room to get the diamond drill bit, and while we're there we grabbed a server tape for stealth vests. From there we went to the buy station. Big Lion made the barter for the ancient gun oil, I crafted us the stealth vests and then we exfilled. So next we head to Ashika, but I forgot to hit record.
I'm kind of retarded.
We spawn in at Castle and we start making our way north to where we think the bullfrog can come onto the map. We come across a solo and we have to put him down because we need the calling cards from the scavenger. Now it's not long before Sidedog goes in guns blazing and takes out the bullfrog single-handedly, and we move off. We pick up a hunt contract, but someone at the same time picks up the weapons case, so we give chase. Lucky for us, the people with the weapons case run straight into our hunt contract, and all we had to do was sneak up onto the top of the stadium and get some easy kills. So after all that, we move off to let the scavenger spawn in and we do a hostage rescue just to gain entry into a building where we think there's some refrigerators. We carry on looting to get the 2 vintage wines, and then that's when we notice the scavengers spawn in, so we make a mad dash to get the calling cards. We grab the calling cards, we get to a buy station and make the barter, then we get to our exfil and we get out of Vondel in record time. So back in our Marsville we got the Oasis spawn, and before we got pushed by the Tarak team we made our way to the Oasis entrance and into Koshi. We went through the radiation sector pretty quickly, looting as we went, but we had to go to the Alpha cluster just to get what we needed to get into the secure buy station. We had to barter for a medic vest, and once that was done we made the barter for the Black Cell hand cream, and then we headed to exfil. So on the next round I had another Alex Jones moment and I didn't hit record, but we got the chemist acid and heavy chopper fuel and we had to quickly reset because hadn't bought in a skeleton key either. So when we came in on the next round we made our way straight to Zai, we had everything we needed. Now while we were waiting, Big Lion and Sidedog waited at the observatory. I went and got them some scuba masks and then I made my way back to the observatory. We noticed there was a couple of bounties on the map, but that wasn't going to affect us too much. Once the radiation came in, Big Lion made the barter and then we quickly made our way to exfil, and the first time was done. Now, we got this done in about 2 hours, so we're full of confidence and we thought we'll come back the next day and we'll try and get it for Sidedog. But the question is, would we be able to catch lightning in a bottle a second time? So into day 2 and me and Sidedog get the Oasis spawn once again, so we make our way to the closest entrance into Koshi. We fight through the radiation sector, looting as we go, and then we make our way to the Alpha cluster for the lock room and the diamond drill bit. Now we'd got everything we needed bar one AQ laptop, so we had to stop into the city entrance, then we went to the buy station and we made the barter for the ancient gun oil. After that we exfilled, but this was just the beginning of what was going to become a very rough day. So back to Ashika, and Sidedog and Big Lion swapped around. Me and Big Lion worked our way through the waterways to the underground entrance of the castle. Now it was here I'd realised I had made a pretty big mistake. I'd swapped my character from a Damascus back to a normal one, and I did not have a secure bag. Neither did Big Lion. So we went on a bit of a hunt around the waterways trying to find what we needed to make the secure backpack. Now we weren't having too much luck, so we went back to the castle, we took out the bomb maker and we searched the castle. So I found the farmer's lunchbox key, which is a guaranteed drill. So we started heading in that direction when we came across the scavenger. We took him out and we got the gold skull. We went to the farmer's lunchbox and got the drill. So we just needed one more drill and some petrol cans. So we decided to just keep looting as we went around towards where the final exfil was going to be, but unfortunately we couldn't find what we needed and this round was a bust. So straight back in for day 2, attempt 2, and we didn't have too much hassle in Kosher. We got the barter for the ancient gun all done pretty simply, and we switched back over to Ashika. We got the same waterway entrance and we worked our way to the castle. We took out the bomb maker without too much hassle, but as we were on our way to the buy station we ran into another team. I managed to take 2 of them down and that left Lion and one other in a 1v1. Unfortunately, his plates got whittled down and he got taken out by Semtexes. Before we started our 3rd attempt, we went to Vondel to make another skewer bag. We found a stage bag key, so we picked up the GPU while we were there. Back in Koshi it was pretty straightforward again. We went through the radiation entrance and we made the gun oil without too much hassle. On Ashika we had Psydog and his Fire Guardian shotgun back, so we got through the castle fairly easily. We picked up the screwdriver from the bomb maker and we went down to port to make the barter, and then we got out of Ashika with a pretty spicy exfil up by the castle. Next we moved on to Vondel and we had some luck with the bullfrog. He got stuck on the bridge by the castle and it was an easy way to take him out and get his blowtorch. After that we picked up a hunt just for a bit of a map awareness and we carried on looting looking for the vintage wine. We didn't have too much luck, so we just exfilled and we came back in for a second round. On the second round we were able to find our 2 vintage wines. I bought in a skeleton key to get into the stadium, so we picked up a hunt to try and get our calling cards from the scavenger. We got into a pretty epic battle out by the central station. Unfortunately Big Lion and Psydog went down, which left me in a sniper battle on the roof. With the high ping and the nerves mounting, the pressure eventually got to me when I ran out of my plates and the radiation was coming in. I jumped on a guy with 2 down, but he turned around and beamed me and that was our round over. Oh no! So after the boys called it quits for the day, I was still feeling a bit bad about losing that sniper battle, so I came back in on my own. Over a couple of rounds I came into Koshi just to build the exfil streak back up. On the first round I got the laptops and the diamond drill bit, and then on the second round I spawned out at the Oasis with my Damascus character, so I went to Rohan, came through and I made the barter for the ancient gun oil. While I was there I put a liquor bottle into the dead drop for the note to get my cash funds up for the Ashika barter. Then I headed to Vondel for the guaranteed GPU out of the stage bag, and I got my personal exfil ready for the next step. So on Ashika I spawned out by the shipwreck and I wanted to get into the waterways as quick as I could, but it just wouldn't be an Oceania server without being on the wrong end of a hunt. This forced me to push through the bots and swivel down my plates. I hid out in the underground room just to wait out the hunt. When I got the UAV it looked pretty clear, but I had to fight the jug to get out. I got shot in the back by a bot, and when I went up the zip line, disaster struck. A double pie. As you can see from the kill cam, it looked a bit sus. It looks like the guy was under the map, so call me salty, but I reported him. So with the full squad back on deck, we started day 3. The guys had already got kitted up and got themselves some scavenger calling cards from the previous round. We made our way to Oasis and started looking for what we needed. We had to stop into the Rohan entrance just to get an AQ laptop and a battery just to get into the Alpha cluster. We grabbed the diamond drill bit and then we made our way to the buy station, made the barter, and then we were on our way. Back to Ashika, and we came in through the water treatment plant, through the waterways and up into the underground of the castle. Unfortunately another player snuck up behind us and took out myself and Big Lion. Luckily for us, Psydog took him out and rezzed us both. Unfortunately I had full died, so I lost my cash. We picked this guy up to have an extra and we started looting around the castle, trying to make sure that we'd get the cash and Pink wouldn't. After that we had Psydog hide out in the underground room in the waterways, and me and Big Lion decided to go hit contracts to try and raise the money that we had lost. We ended up picking up a bomb contract, which was huge because this let us know where safes were. In the end, we got the money and we had to make the barter in the radiation. Luckily Pink came by in a TAV and we made our way to final exfil, but this was hot with other teams coming in. Somehow we survived the chaos, because we definitely didn't want a repeat of yesterday's fiasco. We spawned in Vondel out west and we worked our way around the southern part of the map to loot fridges as we went. We got out to Stadium and we looted around there when the boys noticed the bullfrog coming in. They got on top of him, I missed the boat a little bit, but we got him down, got the blowtorch. We carried on looting and the boys and I split off. I found a random GPU and the boys found the 2 vintage wines, so we made the barter, bought a personal exfil and we were out of Vondel pretty quickly. Back at Al Mazrah we spawned at Salwa village. I went and grabbed a boat and we made our way around the outside of the map. The plan was to get to Quarry and run around to the Oasis entrance, but we seen some police, so we ended up swimming. We came across another team and we put them down fairly quickly, then we carried on our cardio session around to the Oasis entrance. Inside Koshi we had to find ourselves an alpha board and an employee handbook. We didn't find these in the radiation sector, so we opened up the factory wing and the boys looted around there. I went to the city entrance, but there was someone else in there. I quickly found an employee handbook on one of the desks and I got out of there quick. We went to the Rohan entrance where we found the alpha board, then on our way back to the buy station we come across this poor solo. We put him down and we went to the buy station. Big Line made the barter and we were out of the Koshi hopefully for the last time. So we spawned in at Al Mazrah airport. We made a quick stop to the buy station for plates and then we grabbed a jeep for a sunny Sunday drive across Al Mazrah to visit our old friend the chemist. We grabbed his acid and I was a meat shield for Psydog. We made our way to Observatory and then had another Alex Jones moment because once again I hadn't bought the skeleton key. We hit an exfil for a quick reset. So back into Al Mazrah for the final time we spawned out east. We grabbed a TAV for another leisurely drive through beautiful Al Mazrah all the way up to Zaya. We made our way to the buy station and I dropped the skeleton key and the heavy chopper fuel for Psydog and we began our long wait for the gas. While we were waiting a Conybot came to visit which gave us a bit of a fright. After that I went on a little bit of a side quest to get our exfil prepped. I went to the closest buy station and bought a personal exfil. Then I linked back up with the boys at the entrance to Zaya. We made our way to the exfil and got on the chopper. Now for anyone wondering, just to give you guys an idea, this was probably about 12 to 15 hours worth of game time over 3 days. Now the first time we got incredibly lucky, but you can see that anything can happen in the DMZ. If you guys have attempted Serpentine Camo, let me know in the comments section below, and if you've liked the video and found it entertaining, I'd appreciate a like and hit subscribe if you want to see more DMZ content. Until next time guys, as always, I'll catch you all out there in the DMZ.